Yeah, you got in some leg day.
Yeah. Just been on your knees all day. I get it, man.
Oh!
And welcome back to the MTG Rundown. I'm Andrew.
I am happy. My voice is a little weird today. I'm getting over a cold. Don't worry about it.
And I'm Elijah.
I'm not worrying about it at all, but okay, sure.
I'm talking to the audience. Don't comment about it.
Comment about it. It'll be funny.
Don't.
No. All right, so we are back with it is Spoodle season.
Back at it again with the spoilers.
With all them Spoodles. Streets of New Capenna.
Krispy Kreme.
Yeah. Nice self-5.
So yeah, Streets of New Capenna, we have a lot of spoilers. Who knew from Thursday to now they could have just like literally threw up over almost 200 spoilers?
Yeah. Yeah, they're going quick.
They're going.
Well, I mean, to be fair,
clip.
we've got like 2 weeks left until the pre-release.
We've got a week.
Yeah,
left,
it's like
buddy.
a week now.
Yeah,
so
we
like,
got a week
they're like,
left.
wait a minute, all the spoilers are out yet. The set's coming. We gotta like
We're recording this on the 12th.
math dump.
It is rapidly approaching.
Some would say it's right around the corner.
Yep.
And
We
yeah,
wouldn't, though. We wouldn't dare.
oh man, there are a lot of just exciting spoilers. Notice how I don't rectify that with a
Dignify that.
dignify.
Dignified. You messed up.
You messed it up.
You had the plan
messed
and you
it
didn't
up.
execute it. You
didn't
fail flash.
execute.
Folks, it's been a long day. I've had to deal with a whole lot of dumb crap today, and it's going to keep coming. So anyways,
Have you looked at me?
every day. We have a lot of spoilers for Streets of New Capenna, and wow, there's some good ones. I'm excited for this set.
It's pretty good. So a little aside, Andrew told all of us to like pick a few spoilers that we were like, stoked about.
Yeah.
I didn't know how many he meant, so I chose 11. He meant like 4.
Yeah, 4 or
So,
5, because when a few means like, pick like a handful.
Yeah, a handful.
I
and
can grab
chose-
like 11 pieces. I have a huge hand, man.
And
If I
chose
dumped into
11.
a bowl and grabbed candy, I could easily grab 11.
I mean, I could too, and I wasn't, I was just thinking, hey, like I'm thinking you guys would do like 4 or 5. I'm like, I didn't think I have to like actually give a number.
like
Unless the
I've
bowl's
learned
like full
this-
Snickers bars.
Folks, this generation, you got to give them numbers. It's crazy.
you got to give me numbers.
Got to give them numbers.
Money's got to be
It's
on
all
the table for me
about
to be
the
interested.
numbers.
So
I
I
don't
guess
get out of bed for less than $5.
So Happy, what's your first card?
My first card? Well, do you want my first card or my first like
Your
choice?
favorite.
My favorite?
First choice favorite. Let's go.
I'm gonna go with witness protection. I'm just gonna start at the top of my list. I'm just
All
going to
right.
go with witness protection. The one blue enchant creature becomes a 1/1 citizen, loses all abilities, and changes its name to legitimate business person.
It's so good.
Does it say draw a card after it? Or
Let me see if I
can't remember. It's
going
gonna be up on screen, and I'm gonna look like a fool. I'm pretty sure it
trying to see
doesn't
if I
say
can
draw a card,
find
but it would be
it.
sweet if it did.
There's been a lot of spoilers.
There's been a lot of spoilers.
Oh, here it is. Witness protection. You don't draw a card.
Yeah, you don't draw a card, but it's still really good, and I like it.
It's a common. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great common.
Business partner.
A legitimate business person.
Oh.
And business person is all one word.
Correct.
What?
Yeah, legitimate business person. I love this card.
Nah.
It is a great way to just like, oh, that's a really cool thing you got there.
No.
It's basically like Song of the Dryad and stuff.
What's that? I'm gonna Oko you for cheaper.
Yes, I'm gonna Oko you for one. Well, I think Oko doesn't change the name of the card. It just makes it an elk.
Oh
It
yeah,
just
that's
makes
right.
it
Yeah,
in
yeah,
a-
yeah,
you're
This
right. That is
changes
an
the
elk.
name of the card, which means their commander isn't anymore.
Yeah.
because it changes the name.
Yeah, so the commander damage is gone. And
Yeah, it's really cool. Really cool card.
Wow.
I like it.
What a card,
Stops
man.
a lot of things very, very nicely. And for 1 mana.
Yeah.
Del-
One
delightful.
mana, that's really good.
That's delicious.
It is.
Delicious for 1 mana. Just your thing isn't that thing anymore. It's just a legitimate business person.
Yep.
It's like, you do
Hello, I am legitimate business person.
Hello, fellow youth.
Hello, fellow kids.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. That's awesome. All right, what's yours, Elijah?
What, first card?
Yeah, first card.
Favorite card.
All right,
Come on,
here,
homie.
Bring it over here.
Bring it
Come on,
over,
homie.
buddy.
So I like big, dumb green things.
You didn't.
My brain is slow.
Oh my God, we had days to do this. You
Yeah.
could have just opened your notes app, tippity typed some cards in.
I want to read it though.
Oh my gosh.
So the my first one is big, green, and
Amateurs.
stupid. It's Burglar's Halo Stash. 5 and a green artifact. Lands you control have tap. Create a treasure token.
Yeah, it's delightful.
It's
what
awesome.
what a green card, right? My lands make treasure
If
that
only
then
it
make
could
the
have been
land.
red for Prosper.
Nah, that would be a little too strong, I
That'd be
think.
dumb.
But like that's really cool. Like
Yeah.
it makes all your lands tap for
Well, no,
a
it's
treasure
gonna-
that you can then tap for any
yeah,
color.
it will let you go. Okay, yeah, end of turn. I'll just make a bunch of treasure on tap. Cool.
Now,
I've
the
now
thing-
doubled my mana.
Now the thing you got to remember is
Okay,
that
I'm remembering.
like Corvald loves this card.
Yeah.
Because when you tap, you're tapping the lands to make treasures, and then you're casting things and sacking things, and he's growing when you're doing it, and all you're doing is casting things.
Yeah.
I think that is. I think it's gonna be a really interesting card.
Seedborn Muse likes it a lot too.
Seedborn, yeah, because you every turn you
Sure.
just keep tapping the lands to make treasures, and you just grow your mana pool. It's a green card.
Yeah.
That is green in a nutshell. Is
It will make the requirements for Revel in Riches real easy to get to if you're running
Yeah.
green black.
Yeah.
yeah.
That'd be real easy to get
But
to.
I mean, otherwise, I think it's a great card. I think
Nice.
that is probably one of my favorites so far, just because it's
Okay.
big, green, and stupid.
Yeah, no, it's real good. It is definitely one of my favorites as well. So for me, my top choice so far that's been coming out recently. I had to talk about Unleash the Inferno.
Yeah, that card's good.
That card is solid. So it is one colorless, a black, red, and green, so Jund. So it costs 4 altogether. It's an instant rare. Unleash the Inferno deals 7 damage to target creature or planeswalker. When it deals excess damage this way, destroy target artifact or enchantment an opponent controls with mana value less than or equal to the amount of excess damage.
Double removal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ah.
Oh, it is beautiful.
It's
so
gonna be good.
Oh, it's going to be real good because you're going to be going against things. It's like, okay, yeah, I got this going. I have this cool little artifact. Yeah, what are you going to do about it? End of your turn, I'm on Unleash the Inferno. I'm going to kill that. And oh, look, math.
Yeah.
And I just started blasting. That's
Anyway,
really
I
what's going
just started
on.
blasting.
It is awesome. I love cards that have little fun things like here, double removal. And it's based off this. So it makes you think a little bit, but it's double removal.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. It does Jund things. I like Jund. Jund's one of my favorite colors. One of my
You
favorite colors.
don't say.
Jund is pretty good.
I
Jund
do
is
say.
pretty good. Jund's okay.
So yeah, that's real good. All right.
I'm gonna go with my second card here is gonna be Taluz, Clever Conductor. I don't remember what he does off the top of my head, but he's from
Man, you
Farther
could
Dead.
open up a notepad.
Yeah, I just typed in the card name. Okay, I figured he would be
Oh,
on
no.
mythicspoiler.com, and instead he's on.
I got it right here.
He's on Scryfall.
I got both.
Oh,
I got both
okay.
of them.
All right, yeah,
Go and find it.
That's why I was like,
You just
I'm
gotta,
gonna-
the problem, the thing
Well-
is with Mythic Spoiler, it's sometimes they have like different language.
they own.
Well,
the
yeah, and then you
90
can just like
Yeah.
tap on it, and it's.
Well, yeah, I know. It's just if I
Oh
don't,
yeah, Taluz, Clever Conductor. If you could put up the alt art for him too,
Ooh, yeah,
'cause
it's
his
solid.
alt art
His
is
alt
really,
art's
really cool.
nice.
That's so. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I am. I'm a baby, and I just choose which cards I think are cool based on their art first, and then I read the card text.
that's fair.
not a lie. That's the reason I play Yawgmoth in Modern is because I saw Yawgmoth and went, "That's a hot boy. How do I make a deck out of him?" And that was how.
And he's still really good.
And
So
he's really good. Yeah, and now he's like a pretty good tier 2 list.
Oh,
It-
yeah.
it's great. But Talud's Clever Conductor back to the spoilers. So he is Esper colors, so it's split blue-black, solid blue, split blue-white, 3/1. When he enters the battlefield, he connives, which if we all remember, where you draw a card and then you discard a card and put a 1/1 counter on the creature who connived.
If you discarded a non-land.
If you discarded a non-land. Whenever you discard one or more cards, exile them from your graveyard. When he dies, put the exiled cards into their owner's hand.
The value.
That's pretty good.
That guy's great. I
great.
love this guy. He's so cool.
He loves connive because you just get to toss.
I love
the
connive.
You get to toss stuff you don't want, and he goes, "We'll save that for later."
Specifically with him. It's specifically exiled with him. But I mean, there's just there is actually, you're right.
Yeah,
No,
whenever you discard cards,
because he's the one
he's the one
exiling
exiling them.
them.
And
Oh
when
my
he
gosh,
dies,
Elijah,
all of them come back.
you're absolutely right.
It's even better than you thought.
I love this guy. He gets bigger when he enters. Whenever you discarding cards, you protect them because they're not going to your graveyard, and some terrible people like to exile my good Christian graveyard. Terrible.
Me, I do.
And then when he dies, you just get them all back, and you can just play them. I love this card. This guy's great.
Awesome.
Please stop printing cards. I want to make Commander. Please.
Happy already wants out of the
I don't
format.
even like Commander, and I see, ooh, this card's cool. I like this one.
Happy, I just received a message from Wizard of the Coast. They said no.
Damn it. Funnily enough, another one of my cards is right next to him.
How about that?
Yeah, how about that?
We'll get there.
How about that?
How about damn apples? All right, what's your next card there, Elijah?
Next card is the legendary equipment. I am not going to be able to pronounce that without reading it because there's no way.
What, Londa's Gift of Gela?
Luxior
Wow, you
Giada's Gift.
Yeah, something like that.
1 mana legendary artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each counter on it. Pretty cool. Equipped permanent isn't a planeswalker and is a creature in addition to its other types, which doesn't make any sense till you read the bottom part, which is equipped planeswalker 1, equipped 3, and it specifically states that the loyalty abilities can still be activated if you equipped a planeswalker. The benefit of that is that planeswalker becomes a creature. You still get to plus and minus it like normal, but if it takes damage, it doesn't lose the loyalty counters because it's no longer a planeswalker.
She protect and she attack.
So yeah, it protects it can protect the planeswalker. I like it with Ob Nixilis the Adversary because if you casualty, you get 2 of them, and that way you have one that's always protected. That's huge, depending on what you casualtied. And then I don't know why causality is the one that I want to say. I don't know. And then you have the other one that can be targeted. So it gives you extra benefit in terms of the planeswalker.
It is casualty, right?
Yeah,
it is casualty.
Okay, he's saying it wrong. Okay.
No, causality is something very,
Causality is
very
something very
different.
different. I don't know.
Very
Like I
different.
said, I don't know why
My
I'm
brain
trying
was
to
hurting.
say it like
Yeah,
that.
that's okay.
But it's a very powerful. I mean, if you're doing it with a planeswalker, it's 2 mana total.
Yeah.
That's
That's
nuts.
awesome.
I like
Awesome.
it.
Yeah,
I like it a
also
lot.
goes infinite with Devoted Druid, as
Yes.
everybody has everybody
Yeah.
and their mother has already pointed out.
Wait, it goes infinite with Devoted
You're
Druid?
not
What?
being clever.
No, you're not.
Oh my
We
god,
know.
what a top tier strat.
We know it does.
it is
you
a
don't
good
need to
strat.
talk
It is,
about
I know.
it.
I'm
No, that is a good strat. Okay.
Infinite mana.
Yeah. Infinite Mana is pretty good. I'm just saying, Infinite Mana is pretty good.
Someone,
Mana is pretty
someone
good.
destroys the sword and gets neg 3,000.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so I guess what I will do is I'll defend my boy. My Jund Dragon.
All right, here it is.
All right.
Let it out.
All right.
Zeotora-
Trial of the century, right?
Trial of
here.
Century.
Okay.
Here we go.
Zeotora the Incinerator.
Okay.
It is a 6/6 for 6 mana, so 3 colorless, black, a red, and a green, so Jund colors. A legendary creature, Demon Dragon, respectfully put as mythic, as it should be. It's a flyer. Obviously, it's a dragon. Duh, it's going to fly. At the beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice another creature. When you do, Zeotora, the Incinerator, deals damage equal to that creature's power to any target, and you create 3 treasure tokens. How are you guys lukewarm on this creature? This is good. This is a good mythic slot
I don't-
right here.
I don't.
It is a good mythic slot.
Yeah.
It is big. It is splashy. It is fun.
Yes.
Yes.
It is not
It's
great.
not.
I'm not saying it has to be great, but it's still good. It's still useful, and it's gonna. I honestly feel like this is the turning point, kind of like how it was in Throne of Eldraine, where it's like, hey, aristocrat stuff can come back and be a little bit more solid. Like right now in Standard, we don't have too much with aristocrat. You can run Rakdos artifacts and be okay. You're like a second tier deck, but we're having a lot of stuff come out in Streets of New Capenna, where we can do that again. And I love aristocrat type decks. I love those kind of decks. I like sacrificing my things and it being fun and great. It's great. It's wonderful. I like this because this is how I envision it, right? So you have your 6/6 dragon. It's like, cool. All your creatures are now fodder that's going to deal direct damage to whatever you want. Immediately. Sure, once a turn. Okay. Once a turn. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not some big thing that will let me do it 9 million times, Elijah. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's my problem.
That's my problem.
Okay, so you want it done multiple times. It's not good as not as good as Corvold.
Yeah,
I will say that. It's
exactly.
not as good as Corvold.
That's my problem.
So you want it to be as good as Corvold.
I think Corvold is the bar.
Yeah, Corvold's the bar.
I think Corvold's the bar.
Yeah, Corvold's
And he's
the
trying to
bar.
lift himself up on it, but he can't do it.
And he's skating underneath it.
Corvold, yes, is the bar. This is beneath Corvold.
Yeah.
I am not going to deny that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying in Standard right now, there's no Corvold. This is an acceptable replacement.
Sure, for standard.
For Standard.
Sure.
Yes, and I think it could be fun in Commander as part of the 99.
Okay. That's fair.
Sure.
Because it makes you 3 treasure tokens. That's awesome.
It's pretty good.
That is pretty good. I'm not saying it's the best, but I like him.
The treasure's the best
That's
part
fair.
of it.
And I'm allowed to like him.
You're allowed to like him.
No one said you.
You're allowed
to like
him.
I like
You're
the
allowed
stupid
to like
green
him.
artifacts.
I also am allowed to think he is mid.
Well, no. You're supposed to only agree with my opinion, Happy. That's the whole point. I'm kidding.
Mm.
I'm joking.
You want to run that by me again, Chief?
Shut up, Elijah. Anyways, your next card.
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Professional Facebreaker. 2/3 menace. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, create a treasure token, sack a treasure, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn.
Oh, yeah, that Prosper gonna love that.
Yeah, that card's really cool.
That is a really cool card.
I mean, it makes treasures, which is good. It has menace, which is like. I just read Professional Facebreaker at not Jackson.
Woo! Good job, Happy. Happy, no.
He gave you an extra spoiler.
I
Man,
did. I
slipped
did.
it in there.
I did. I'm sorry. Jax is the troublemaker. It's actually a 4-drop, still mono red, still 2/3. So tap a red and it discard a card. Create a token that's a copy of another target creature you control. It gains haste, and when this creature dies, draw a card. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. Activate only as a sorcery. That's Jaxus the troublemaker. It also has Blitz.
Ooh, that's awesome. I like this Blitz mechanic.
Blitz mechanic is cool, but Jaxus the troublemaker. One, clearly a cool lesbian. I gotta love her.
You gotta love her.
But also, Kiki Jiki is pretty good.
Kiki Jiki is pretty good, I heard.
Kiki Jiki's pretty good. So, printing one in standard for that is easier to cast.
Yeah.
Also pretty good, and also
we'll have 2 forms of
and
Kiki
we'll have
Jiki.
we'll have 2 different Kiki Jikis. That's what I'm here for.
Okay, and what was the other one that you
Professional Facebreaker.
Okay, so yeah, we'll add that included since
Sorry, Max. I just made you do more work.
it just happens. All right, what's your next card?
Yeah, I think I just saw it as you were going. Yep. So as we've been going through the planes, they've been dropping Praetors. They've been dropping Praetors here and there. We got Vorinclex with Kaldheim.
What are you doing? What? You know what? Never mind.
Just dropping them in. What do you?
You look
Can
weird.
I
You look
spoil my
weird.
card, please?
Fine,
More.
spoil your card, Elijah. Jeez, you just looked weird.
They dropped Vorinclex and Kaldheim. We got Jin-Gitaxias in Neon Dynasty. And now we get Urabrask, my poor boy, Urabrask. So the first one is pretty bad. This was worse.
Okay.
Urabrask Heretic Praetor. 3 and 2 red legendary creature, Phyrexian Praetor. 4/4 haste. At the beginning of your upkeep, you exile the top card of your library. You may play it this turn. Not even until the end of the next turn, just this turn.
Okay.
At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, the next time they would draw a card this turn, which is normally their draw step, instead they exile the top card of their library. They may play it this turn.
Okay.
I mean, I guess if they hit a land, they're screwed. They didn't get to draw the card because
it
they
says
can't.
play.
Oh, it does say play. Well, that's even worse. Yeah, he's bad. Like, I like him because he's a Praetor, and I like the Praetors.
My man's not even a 5/5.
No, he's not even a 5/5 for 5.
He's not even a 5/5.
Yeah.
He's a 4/4
for
haste.
5.
I don't even know what his art is. Like, I don't know what to.
I don't know where his face is.
I don't know. He's got like a weird like, just the axe arm. It's not even a handle. It's just the axe.
Yep.
I don't.
So this is what
They already
we call,
massacred my boy earlier, but they did it again.
This is what we call dropping the ball.
Yeah, this
This
card's
was-
bad.
This is a
It's-
bad card overall.
Vorinclex, absolutely bonkers. Absolutely bonkers.
Yes.
Jingataxius, really, really cool, right? Really, really cool, really splashy, really fun.
Yep.
Urabrask
Terrible.
is
It's awful.
a mythic slot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is a wasted mythic spot.
That's the
It's
best.
gonna be the cheapest mythic in the set right there.
Solid, just I don't know, dollar.
Yeah.
Maybe $1.50 because of the name.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it because it's another Praetor. I mean, sadly, we don't have Mommy Norn or, yeah, we don't have Mommy Norn, and we don't get. Man, why can I not think of them? Hold on a minute. Give me a sec. Shieldred. We also don't get it. We don't get a new Shieldred either. I would have loved a Shieldred over Urabrask.
Yep.
I don't know what he's doing here. He's here to fail. That's what he's here for.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tezert's like, what am I supposed to do with you? All right, whatever. Bye.
I feel like they're treating Urabrask like the rest of the Praetors. They're like, hey guys, let's go to the mall. And Urabrask's like, let me go, guys. I want to come with. Oh God,
your little
Urabrask.
brother-
Go to the mall. You can go to the thrift store.
You guys remember Teen Girl Squad?
Nope.
Do we turn Teen Girl Squad here? Teen Girl Squad. Check it out. HomestarRunner.com.
Yeah, poor Urabrask. There's,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
probably going to be a Phyrexian version,
Pre-YouTube.
and I'm still going to go for it. But
Man.
thankfully, it's going to be nice and cheap for the collection. So,
The only use I see that in is like telling Nekusar no, but
I mean,
you're not
I mean,
drawing a card.
it's
Nope.
decent.
You still draw a card.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
guess so. Yeah.
It's decent for.
Upkeep.
It's
It is.
decent. Well, no, at your upkeep it triggers, and then
Uh-huh.
when you draw, they instead exile it.
Yeah, they instead exile it. Right. You still draw.
You still draw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what you do is you go upkeep, exile, draw,
It's card advantage for you.
just for that turn, if you play it,
Yeah.
because maybe you hit a 7 mana thing and you're
And
at
it's-
5.
And it's not a downside for your opponent.
No, because if they're gonna play it, they're gonna play it. Otherwise, they're gonna let it go.
Yep.
Like it doesn't. You're not stopping the card necessarily.
Yep.
It's not. It's bad.
It's just not
It's
good.
so bad.
It's just not.
It's
good.
not even a 5/5. He's not even a 5/5.
Yep.
He's a 4/4.
Yep.
They gave him haste
Yeah.
because that's like his thing.
Yep.
Nothing else about that is.
It's sad.
Ah,
It's a sad day. It
poor,
sucks.
poor guy.
So I guess I'll do Obnixilis.
Okay.
I like him. Obnixilis, the Adversary. Another mythic slot, Planeswalker. It's Rakdos colors, so red, black, and a colorless.
This goes well with the sword we were talking about.
It has Casualty X. This copy isn't legendary and has starting loyalty X. Casualty is, as you cast a spell, you may sacrifice a creature with power X. When you do, copy this spell, the copy becomes a token. +1. Each opponent loses 2 life unless they discard a card. If you control a demon or a devil, you gain 2 life. -2. Create a 1/1 red devil creature token with, when this creature dies, it deals 1 damage to any target. -7. Target player draws 7 cards and loses 7 life. Obnixilis got a buff.
Obnixila's buff, boys.
So here's what you got here. You got Obnixilis. It's like, okay, by itself, it's decent. It's a nice 3-drop. It's balanced. You can do some Grizzlebrand stuff at the when you ult it. Oh, by the way, you can make a copy of it because the Casualty X lets you make a copy of the token and goes even more nuts.
Yep.
If you play him for 3 mana and then sack something 7 power or higher, you get to ult the token immediately when it enters.
You sure do.
And especially in Rakdos colors, you can probably play a real cheap card and get it up to 7 pretty
Oh,
quick.
yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Especially if you put it into Jund where there's green.
Exactly. That's my point.
Yeah.
Like,
Get yourself a body dropper.
yeah. And the beauty of having X means you can sacrifice anything. Because normally for Casualty, it gives you a number and you have to exactly have that power.
No, it's that or above.
It's not above. It's exact,
it is.
man. I'm pretty
I'm gonna
sure
have
it's
to find another
exact.
Casualty card. Power 2 or greater.
Oh, it is greater. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought it was exact. I
Nope.
thought it was exact.
2
So
or
I mean,
greater.
yeah,
Casualty's a really good mechanic.
I love
Yes, it
Casualty.
is.
Casualty is probably my favorite mechanic out of this. Besides Blitz, I do like Blitz.
Blitz is cool.
I like
Blitz is
all of
cool.
them actually. I think I like every keyword thing they've done.
No,
so
you
far.
don't.
Which one do I not?
You like Hideaway?
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right.
By the way,
I'm
I
not
called that.
counting
You did.
Stupid.
I called it.
Yeah,
You
you
did
did
call
call.
I told him
Hideaway.
they were going to bring Hideaway back, and they're like,
You
oh,
did
God,
Hideaway.
no.
God,
You
it's
did
bad.
call
It's
Hideaway.
bad.
You did call Hideaway.
It's
and I was
bad.
like, no, come on.
Ah,
Clearly it's
come on.
Threshold because of the way that...
It would be cooler. Would have been a lot cooler if you did.
Oh, I would have loved Threshold.
Threshold would have been awesome.
Loved Threshold.
Give us Threshold. Take us to the Threshold.
Okay.
No one sees Riddick? Chronicles Riddick?
No.
I'll let you do your next card.
Thanks. Thanks. We're gonna...
Wow.
You know
Over.
what we're gonna... You know what we're gonna do?
Oh, you're still talking, Elijah? How's it going?
We're gonna do a little...
You know what?
We're gonna call a little audible. We're gonna do a card not on my list, but a card that I really like nonetheless.
Oh, my God.
He's going off
I
script.
know, I'm going off book.
What's going on with the
I'm
real?
going off book. Evelyn the Covetous. So she is a 5-drop. So split black red, solid black, split blue black, and 2 colorless. Flash 2/5. When Evelyn the Covetous or another vampire enters the battlefield under your control, exile the top card of each player's library with a collection counter on it. Once each turn, you may play a card from exile with a collection counter on it if it was exiled by an ability you controlled, and you may spend mana as though it were any color to cast it.
That tastes
So
good.
basically, every time was it.
Value.
It's what Vampire ETB, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
So play a vampire, including you. Everybody exiles the top, and you get them all in a little collection pile.
Yeah.
And then each turn, you're allowed to cast 1 and spend mana as you want. And every time a vampire hits on your board, with her on the board,
Yep.
you're gonna be able to do that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
because the collection counters, that's an intrinsic value of them.
Yep.
You get to do that even when she's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So build the pool as fast as possible, and then you don't care.
Yeah. They made a vampire commander almost as good as Edgar.
Yeah, that's really good.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
if you went, I'm going to do Vampire Tribal, but I'm going to do Evelyn instead of Edgar.
That's allowed.
I would go, yeah, that's
fun.
fair. Yeah,
That's fair at all. Oh,
That's
yeah.
a solid
That's
Evelyn's
sure
going to
is
be
fair.
doing something slightly different than I think Edgar, because all Edgar cares about is drop vampires hit you in the face. I
Yeah.
think Evelyn's
They're very.
a little more
Edgar's
control.
very aggro. Yeah.
Yeah, Evelyn feels like a lot more like vampire
She's
control.
doing her own thing.
Yeah.
She's doing her own thing, and
It's
I love
beautiful.
it. She looks good doing it too.
Oh yeah. She
I
looks
think vampire
great.
control is a lot more. It would be a lot more interesting.
So what's the next one for you?
Oh, the next one I saw it. I gotta go find it again.
Prophets.
Cut of the Prophets. X double black sorcery. Casualty 3. You draw X and lose X.
Yep.
So basically, it's like it's
Good
like
card
the Read the
advantage.
Bones and the Knight's Whisper and all that stuff. But if you have a creature 3 or greater, you get to copy it for whatever the value was. And
Yeah.
I think that's fantastic. Like, let's say even if you only paid, you pay 4 mana, it's still draw 4, lose 4.
Yeah.
If you sack the creature, like that's still value. I like it. I like
it's
it a lot.
pretty good.
I think
pretty
I think it's a great sorcery, especially for draw. Like that's great. I like it a lot. I think it'll do well.
Yeah.
Definitely. I think it will do well too. Now let's go to one of the other ones I really liked seeing. And this is just purely because it's like, oh, okay, I love token decks.
This is another Mid-Jun Dragon.
It's not. It's actually a Naya card. Thank you
Oh,
very
wow.
much.
Naya.
Why would you do that
What a
to
great,
yourself?
What a great shard.
Ginny Fey, Jet Mirror's second. So it is a 3/3 rare legendary elf druid creature.
Mhm.
Nice.
It costs a split red green, a solid green, and then a split green white.
They've been bringing back a lot of hybrid symbols.
Yeah, that's
For
going to be
real.
fun and a
That's
little
cool.
confusing when you're like, oh, do I have the mana? Yes, I do. Wait, no, I don't. Crap. That's how it's going to be.
Interesting.
Is it?
Sometimes, yeah, I don't know. Math is hard.
Okay.
Reading is hard too.
Because technically speaking, you could for this card you could
You
pay
only need
3
green.
green.
Yeah,
you
you
only
could just
need
do
green.
3
You could
green.
pay 3
yes,
green.
you could. I'm just saying. Whatever.
Can't run
Judge
it,
me all
Mo.
you want.
I'm gonna judge you.
Okay,
We
thanks. So it's a 3/3. If you would create one or more tokens, you may instead create that many 2/2 green cat creature tokens with haste, or that many 3/1 green dog creature tokens with vigilance. I like it because the art's awesome. She just looks like
Yeah, it's really good.
she's just looking like I'm bad and I love it.
Yeah.
So that's the number one thing. 2, I love token decks. I love creature token decks, and I love it when you can do cats and dogs.
If I was
I'm
gonna,
simple.
If I was gonna make a Naya deck around this, right?
Sure.
I would be doing a Saproling thing because there's a lot of ways to make a lot of 1/1 Saprolings real quick, like the Michaeloth.
Okay.
You devour a ton of the random stuff you have there, make him huge, and then your upkeep he creates that many 1/1 Saprolings equal to the number of tokens on him with Devour 2. So if you put 10 of them on there, every upkeep he's making 10. You have Tender Shoot Dryad from the Rivals of Ixalan. Every upkeep's going to create one. And because of this, you go, cool, it's actually this. Cool, it's actually this.
And you
that
can
way
choose.
you have a
It is a May ability. You do not have to
Yeah,
make
which is
these
nice.
things-
And
which
you don't
is
have to do
very
either,
nice.
to be honest. You don't have to do
Yeah.
either.
Yeah, you know. I like this for obviously token decks, just going, cool, I'll just make this instead. Or doing like Rin and Seri.
Yeah.
Put it in the 99 of Rin and Seri.
Yeah.
I like it. I think it's a neat card.
It is a neat card.
It's a neat
It's
card.
a neat card, and that's why I like it.
It's Naya, though.
So, what's wrong with Naya?
They have problems.
So does every other,
Literally every
shard.
card. Yeah, every shard has problems.
every shard has
I
problems.
don't think Naya has more problems.
I don't think that's
Oh,
true.
man.
I don't think that's true.
Naya hasn't really
Oh.
felt very strong this one.
Okay.
That's fair.
I mean, the last time we got something strong for Naya was Gashath and Zakama. Those are real big hitters.
Okay.
All right.
But I don't
Weird
think
flex, but okay.
I mean, yeah, go off, I guess.
we haven't. Naya really hasn't gotten anything else that's like.
Yeah,
I don't.
that's true.
Sure.
yeah, whatever.
That's true. I mean, Atla is pretty good.
Atla is pretty good. Atla's very good.
Atla's
She's
pretty good.
Atla Polani's not bad.
What's your next card, Happy?
I got Ledger Shredder.
Ooh.
I got Ledger Shredder.
Okay.
Ledger Shredder.
Ledger Shredder, homie. He's a
Shredder
blue
ledgers.
bird.
Shredding them ledgers.
It's like a 1/3 flying for a blue and a color. I mean, I need that.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. I know. I thought you had it pulled up on your phone. My bad.
No.
Sorry.
Oh God, no. That would be like the smart thing to do. No. I'm gonna take up precious screen time.
That's fine. No, we're good,
We're making small brain plays today, man.
dude. I feel it. Today's been one of those days, and that's okay, folks. It's okay to have small brain days.
Yeah, Ledger Shredder. So it's a colorless and a blue 1/3 flyer.
Oh.
Whenever a player casts their second spell each turn, Ledger Shredder connives.
No,
Oh, yeah.
I like that. That's good.
Yeah,
He-
it's great,
He
Solid.
be shredding the ledgers.
dude. Yeah, I mean, you want to cast more spells? That's fine. I'm gonna draw more cards and buff my dude.
Yeah, that's
Seems
awesome.
pretty good. Flavor text on point. No evidence, no crime.
Solid.
I like this bird.
Wizards of the Coast
Solid
teaching
bird.
important lessons.
It's true.
Solid bird.
It's true. It's true. They're here for it.
All right, what's the next one?
Me, I think I'm gonna steal yours because
Steal mine?
So
Which one?
I get to do it now.
What are you stealing?
I'm stealing Vivian.
Okay, yeah, you can do Vivian.
Cool. Because like I said, green player over here. Filthy Green player. Where in the hell did she go?
We all had Vivian on our list.
We all
Yeah,
have Vivian on
I
the
mean,
list,
Vivian-
dude. I mean, it's,
So Vivian is good, and this Vivian's no exception. So Vivian on the hunt.
Well,
Not all of them,
Okay.
but some of them.
pretty much just this Vivian.
Vivian on the hunt. 4 and 2 green, so 6 total for 4. It's not.
okay.
That's an interesting conversion. So the first ability,
Just a good Vivian.
+2. You may sacrifice a creature. If you do, search your library for a creature card with mana value equal to 1 plus the sacrificed creature's mana value. Put it on the battlefield and shuffle. So it's Birthing Pod. It's
Yeah.
a +2 Birthing Pod.
great.
Nuts. +1. Mill 5 cards. Then put any number of creature cards milled this way into your hand. Also really good.
Yes.
And then it's just neg 1. Create a 4/4 green rhino.
It's great. It's a great card.
What?
Yeah, that's a really good card.
It's a splashy green mythic that it gives a good finisher to mono green decks.
Yeah.
On her own, she can neg 1, create a rhino. Next turn, Birthing Pod it for something at 2.
1.
1, yeah, you're right, because it's 0.
Yeah.
Or you can get a bunch of creatures into your hand. Just refill with a +1.
Yeah, this is a very solid Vivian. It's probably been the best Vivian
It's
they've
the best
printed in a
Vivian,
while.
hands
Yeah.
down. It's the best Vivian.
Yeah.
Can we talk about how weird Black Market Tycoon is?
Sure, we can talk about it.
Black Market
Talk about
Tycoon
it.
is a Gruul cat rogue 2/2.
Mhm.
At
Okay.
the beginning of your upkeep, it deals 2 damage to you for each treasure you control.
Yeah.
And it taps to create a treasure.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
It's a weird card.
Yeah.
It just
I
makes you
don't-
treasure.
It
And
makes a
it's
treasure every time
forcing
you
to
tap it,
use
and it's damaging you for unused. The whole point of treasure is to leave them alone to like crack them.
It's
for-
making you a mana of any color, and then if you don't use it when you make it, when you need it, you get hit for it.
It's the weird. I don't know, man. It's weird.
Yeah, it's a weird card.
It is
It'd be
definitely
a
weird
great card to gift to somebody in one of those decks.
Not really.
Not really.
Because
It's
they're still getting mana of any color.
like
I meant if
I'm-
they're already doing treasure stuff. Like if they're doing
Sure.
like you're playing this stupid, green artifact that I like.
Yeah.
You give it to
yeah.
them,
Okay.
and now they have to spend it.
Okay,
or
but
they
if
take-
they're doing treasure things, you just gave them a dude that makes them treasure.
It's not a good card. Let's just leave it at
Yeah,
that.
it's
not a good
great
card.
card.
It's
It's a
not.
weird card.
It
But
is
it's
It's
not a
weird.
good card.
It is a weird card, and I'm sure someone will figure something out with it.
Yeah.
but- So I'm gonna talk about a card I'm gonna complain about. Void Rend. Stop giving Esper stuff. Stop. Just stop. Esper doesn't need this. It doesn't need this. It is a rare instant for Esper color. So
Esper
white.
instant.
Yes, white, blue, black. This spell can't be countered. Destroy target non-land permanent. Stop. Just stop. Shut up, Happy. Stop it. I'm so disgusted. It's a good card. First, let's me do that. It is a very
It's
good
very
card.
good.
It is
It's
solid.
extremely good.
It's going to be one of the most expensive cards in the set, and everyone's going to grab all of them. But why did we give... Why? We were just over the Teferi hump like a few years ago. We were over it. Now you're just giving Esper this like, oh, by the way, go die. That's literally what we're being told. That's what's being told right now. And I hate it. I love it, but I hate it.
It's a good card.
As a Magic player, looking at him, this is a very good card. It's solid. As a person that hates going against Esper matchup, why? Why'd you do this to me? Give me Veil of Summer back if you're gonna do this.
Happened to me.
Y'all like anguished unmaking with that. That doesn't make you lose any life.
And can't be countered.
Can't be countered.
What does that tell you?
I'm having a pretty good time. Over
I'm having a
here.
pretty good time over here.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
a
yeah.
good card.
God,
It's a real good card.
Oh, it's so good, and it
You know,
infuriates
I was
me.
just thinking Amanatu needs some more removal.
Does
No.
Amanatu need
No,
more
it doesn't,
removal?
Happy.
Does
You-
it?
you shut
Does
your mouth.
it? Does it, Happy?
You know, it could really use.
Oh,
could really
okay.
use some
Oh,
removal.
really? Okay.
Good
You
enough.
know
Reflector
what?
Mage is
No.
enough for you?
Yeah, no, it's not.
No, I mean, heaven forbid. Oh, God. I hate this so much. I love it, but I hate it. It's a good card. It's in the right color scheme, for sure. But, oh, God. Yeah, you're real happy
I'm pleased
about
as
it.
punch.
You're pleased as punch.
I'm pleased as punch.
All right, so how about we do one more card each, and then we kind of just discuss what we've seen so
Sure,
far.
sure.
So Give me one more card, Happy.
All right. We're gonna go with a Grixis uncommon is what I'm gonna go for.
I think I might know what you're going for, but we'll see.
You do know what I'm going for. I'm going for.
You do. It's a Grixis uncommon.
Yeah, it's a Grixis uncommon. Her name is.
Did you not get with the program?
Her name is Cormella, the Glamour Thief.
Yep.
She is. So her colors are blue, black, red, and 1. She's a 4-drop for a 2/4 with haste. Pay 1 mana, tap her. Add Grixis. Spend this mana only to cast instant and or sorcery spells. When she dies, return up to 1 target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. She sees the world as a gift meant for her.
Yes.
I think the benefit of that card.
Love her.
I think
she's an
Same.
uncommon.
Yeah, that's an uncommon. I think the benefit is you play it for 4, and then you can immediately activate her if you need to.
Yeah,
For another 3. So you only paid 2 for technically.
pretty much. Yeah,
That's not
It
bad.
makes one of each color.
yeah. She makes 1 of each color.
Oh my god! I thought you said "or" at the end of it. I was like,
no,
"Oh,
no,
it's
no,
not bad."
no,
I was like,
no.
No, it's
Oh.
she makes
No.
Grixis, dude.
No, pay
Oh.
1, tap
Pay
her,
1, tap Grixis.
add Grixis. Spend this
Oh.
mana only to cast instant.
Well, Kess
and
just
or
got a new
sorcery
toy.
Spells. Yeah.
"That's a new toy."
Oh,
for
she
Cass.
can only cast instant or sorcery spells.
Oh, boo!
Oh no! What a downside. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, my name is Kess.
I'm having a good time. And then when she dies, you get to just return an instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand.
That's fantastic.
Oh gosh. So that card's going into Kess because Silver and I are rebuilding Kess.
Because you're
Because of
monsters.
Yes, because
Yeah.
of Streets
Yeah.
of New Capenna. No, you don't understand. I'm sorry. We're gonna derail here a
Yeah,
moment.
derail for a second. Let me go find the card.
So we were playing Commander on Saturday,
Mhm.
and I had to go out for a moment. So Silver stayed behind to play with our friends DJ and Tina, and they're playing Kess. I come back, and I just see this mess. What ended up happening? I come back, they're playing, so I go. DJ comes out, he's mad because Tina destroyed the wrong thing.
Yeah.
And I remember telling you this.
Oh, I saw it on Twitter.
Yeah.
I saw it on Twitter. That's how I saw it.
Yeah. So DJ comes out mad. I go, "What's wrong?" And he's like, Tina had the choice between destroying a 1,000-Year Storm, a Sentinel Tower, and a Mystic Remora. Guess which one they chose?
Sentinel Tower. Mystic Remora. if I
Mystic
remember.
Remora.
Which is not the choice. The
That
choice
was-
is 1,000-Year Storm every time.
Every time.
It doesn't matter what deck is playing 1,000-Year Storm. If you see it, if you can counter it, counter it. If you can't counter it,
Blow it up.
hits the board, you blow it up.
Yes. So I laugh about that. I think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
So then I go out there to see how the game's going. Silver is like, you see the math meme all over their head as they're counting and they're going. So they look at me like, I need some help with this.
Yeah.
I go, okay, sure. So I sit down and I help. They used Invoke Calamity.
Woo!
Copying
How
it.
many times did they cast Invoke Calamity?
Oh, I think a total of 9 altogether.
yeah, that'll do it.
Original
That'll
plus
do
8.
it.
Then they casted Frantic Search with it,
For
copied
9.
that another 9 more times.
Yeah.
So they're digging and they're digging and they're taking all this damage from Sentinel Tower and everything going on. And at the same time, they're missing the fact they're tapping for mana.
Mhm.
So they were also, I think, after all the Frantic Searches, which they could have done a whole lot more silly stuff.
Yeah.
But I wanted to keep it easy because I already knew they had the win.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? Just to make this easier, you're casting in time. Yeah, add like 40-something mana to your pool. Because I know in their hand they have Jaya's Immolating Inferno.
Yep.
So they're going to go nuts with that.
Yeah.
Well, they get through all the Frantic Searches. I said, okay, now go ahead and do your Ponder. Let's copy Ponder. No, it was copy Opt. Copy Opt a bunch.
10
Keep
times.
drawing. Yeah.
Draw 10.
Then they get to,
one mana.
and also Invoke Calamity is, all those are still on the stack.
Ah.
There are so many
Jeez.
triggers on the stack.
Oh, man.
They didn't even get through all the Invoke Calamities because then I just go, oh, here, we're going to make this easy. Cast Lightning Bolt
Oh yeah, cast Lightning Bolt.
and kill everyone. I'm like, okay, you hit Tina with Sentinel Tower, kill a couple Lightning Bolts, and you just send the rest over to DJ. And if that's still not enough, just cast Jai's Immolating Inferno after all these triggers go off.
Yeah.
Because it'll
And be
copy
done.
it like 12 or 13 times with the X value you gave it, and that's,
Yeah.
It was nuts.
Yeah.
So we see 1,000-Year Storm.
Destroy 1,000 Year
Get
Storm
rid of it.
Every time.
Every single time.
Every single time.
Then I got salty later that night. But
Oh yeah, I forget. The like remember how we were talking about the burglar's Halo stash?
Mm-hmm.
Halo's the drug that they're
Yeah.
trying to do.
yeah.
So the Halo fountain is a fountain of the drug.
Yeah, it's a fountain of
Yeah.
the
That's-
drug, which
what
is
is wrong
ground,
with
which is
them?
ground up angels.
Yeah, what in the world is this, man? This is jacked up.
That's weird stuff.
All right. So the one I
Plane
found,
owns.
yeah, it really does. So
Sick.
the thing that I found is a vehicle, which is weird enough because normally I'm not a vehicle person.
Okay.
It's the 2-mana unlicensed hearse. You tap it to exile up to 2 target cards from a single graveyard. Unlicensed hearse, power, toughness are each equal to the number of cards exiled with it. Crew 2. So no matter how big you make it, it just crews for 2.
Not bad.
A single
since it's
pilot
not-
can handle it.
Since it's not a creature, you can tap it immediately. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can
Right,
tap it immediately.
right,
So 2 mana, tap it, exile 2 things from a graveyard. It's
Mhm.
now a 2/2. Next turn, tap it, exile 4. You know,
Yeah.
now exile 2 more. Now it's a 4/4. And it's I think it's really interesting graveyard denial.
Yeah.
Like you just leave that sitting there until the end of their turn and they go like, "Oh, my creature died. I get to bring back
What's
an
the
instant or
CMC?
sorcery. I'm targeting this one too."
Oh, okay. That's good sideboard.
Oh, that's
That's
fantastic.
It's a decent
Solid.
sideboard card. Yeah.
Because
Good
it's
sideboard
it's
card.
And then
it's up to 2
and
from a
then
single
late
graveyard.
game, and then
late
late game,
game
you
it
just-
hits like a train.
Yeah.
you
So
just-
I think Unlicensed Hearse is fantastic.
I think
Oh, yeah?
Unlicensed Hearse is
That's
better.
a real
Yeah.
like
I
it
think, yeah.
comes in out of nowhere
Yeah.
if you just let it go.
Yeah. That's a decent card.
So
Hey, that's pretty good.
that's a pretty good card. Pretty good. So
Set's good.
the last card I'm going to go over, and then we're going to just talk about what we've seen in general, is going to be Scheming Accomplice. It is a 2/3 for Azorius. I know.
Are you sure?
My God. It's a white and a blue. Creature, human, citizen. As Scheming Accomplice enters the battlefield, choose a non-land permanent. Activated abilities of the chosen permanent can't be activated. Scheming Accomplice has all activated abilities of chosen permanent except loyalty abilities. You may spend mana as though it were any color to activate them. This is a solid sideboard card. Maybe you throw one in the main board because, wow. Okay, I love this card because it goes, okay, yeah, cool, that really cool thing you're activating. Yeah, I'm going to choose it. Now, you can still choose Planeswalkers. You just can't use the loyalty abilities.
That's fine.
That's fine. Shut
mean,
down the Planeswalker.
Yeah, shut down that Lily of the Veil.
Yeah,
You should do that.
you always should do
That's
that.
a good idea. Shut down the Ren in 6.
Yeah.
You should do that.
So yeah, that's something you got to really focus on because this is something where it's like, okay, yeah, you may not be able to use Planeswalker abilities, but you can shut them down.
Yeah, but you can tell them no,
No.
for 2 mana.
And it's a 2/3, so it's resilient for 2 mana. That's really good. But also, you can do silly things like, oh, hey, that's a neat Bolas' Citadel.
Be a
I'll
shame
take
if
one.
I had it.
Yeah, it'd be a shame if I, took it. Oh, hey, that's a neat, birthing pod over there. I'm going to take it.
Be a
That's a
shame
real-
if I had one.
Really cool Rings of Bright Earth
Yeah.
you got there. I'll take one of those.
I'll have what he's having.
Yep.
Yep. It's pretty good. It's a good card. Definitely a sideboard card. Maybe you throw one in the main, but it's pretty good.
It's pretty good. I like it.
Oh yeah, it's good. I mean, again, these cards that we've been seeing and talking about are all really, really solid. Okay, I'm gonna talk about one more just because I'm sorry, I'm a terrible person.
We know.
Angel of Separation.
Hey,
We gotta talk about that.
that one's
We
pretty good.
do.
That one's pretty good.
Mythic Slot is a 5/3 flyer. Angel Nightmare, not legendary. 2 black, 3 colorless. Whenever you take damage, prevent it and mill twice that many cards instead. I heard you like Reanimator.
I do like Reanimator.
Cool.
Hey, I heard you got a Laboratory Maniac in that deck of
yeah,
yours.
that's a pretty
And
good.
Thassa's Oracle in that deck of yours.
Thassa's
a,
Oracle.
a Jace Wielder of Mysteries in that deck of yours. That's pretty cool. What if you just just got there quicker?
Yeah, sure. I love it.
It's pretty
I'm
good.
for it.
I like it.
It is a good card to where if they know your win con is emptying your library, it prevents them from attacking and gives you time to set up more stuff.
Yeah.
It's really good with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. It's a solid card. I see a lot of fun in it. And also, I could see some Reanimator fun with it.
Reanimator fun. And then for a lot of decks, I mean, if it ever gets like a little too out of control, you can always just kill it yourself.
Yep.
Right? You can always just sack it.
Yeah, sack it to something. Be like, okay, yep, Ashnod's Altar. It'll make me 2 solid. Sure.
I mean, you're gonna be in
Colors.
black. You're gonna have some form.
Yeah,
of
you're
a
gonna
sack
you're gonna have Ashnod's Altar. You're gonna have various other things.
Yeah, it's gonna be solid. It's gonna be
Viscera
fun.
Seer.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, this everything we've seen so far is just really
This
solid.
set's pretty banging. I gotta say,
it's a pretty
good
good.
set.
It's pretty good.
It's definitely. I mean, they've been really knocking it out of the park. I mean, like Kamigawa was really good. It was better than what we
was
thought.
really good. Really, really good.
This I think is primed to do better.
I think so too. I would agree.
Yeah. Because I mean, here's the one thing I notice. I'm very, very much a stickler when it comes to value in cards. I like having cards that are just, they're appropriately placed in like it was a common, uncommon, rare, mythic, that type of deal. But I'm also wanting to go like, hey, I want to see like commons and uncommons have some ridiculous value and be really, really good.
Yeah.
Because I feel like
Your
they
Viscera
lack on that.
Seers, your Garys,
All the
your-
charms
your-
are.
yeah.
Most of the charms are there.
All the charms will see play one way or the other.
Sure.
That's just obvious. But also, like, there are some uncommon creatures that they've shown in here, like Brazen Upstart. It's a Naya uncommon,
Great.
4/2, Elf Shaman Vigilance. So a red, green, and white. When Brazen Upstart dies, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order. That's just value.
Yeah, it's just a good card.
There's also a Grixis one it's similar to that one. It's similar to the look at the top 5 or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but it's just a solid card. And I'm seeing a lot of good value in the uncommon and common spots. That there are, I mean, this is like this Inoue set where you will choose a common or uncommon over that mythic, like everything is better than Urabask. But
Yeah.
I'm seeing a lot more of like, oh, okay, cool. They're really, really putting some focus on those slots.
Yeah.
Like, I know you were talking here about the body dropper.
Mm-hmm.
That being its own sack outlet, it's a 2/2 for 2 mana common that gets bigger and has its own sack outlet. Okay, sure. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Very solid set. I think this is primed to be probably one of the best sets they've had in a long time.
I'm excited. For once, I'm excited to draft this set.
Me too.
Yeah,
I'm excited
that
to
might be
draft
fun.
this set. I don't really like drafting, but like I would really like to draft this set. It would
I'm
be
I'm
really,
definitely
really
gonna be
cool.
doing the pre-release for sure.
I might be doing
Like,
a pre-release or
I
two.
can't do a pre-release.
Why not with that attitude?
Yeah. Well. The pre-release is literally the same day I have to renew my license and or my registration and plates.
Ooh.
So I am
Oh.
for me and
gotta risk it
and,
for
and
the
my
biscuit.
wife.
Ham.
Yeah, so I'm
No.
I'm going to be out like $160 just like
Oh, that's
right
gross.
then. Yeah, it's gonna suck.
Oh, that's gross. Yeah, I don't know if I'm doing mine because I have to get a new car at some point.
Yeah.
but-
Well,
new
then you
cars
wouldn't
are
have to.
hard.
yeah,
It'll be re-registered when you buy a new one.
yeah. So yeah, no, it's gonna be a fun set. I
Yeah, it's gonna
think.
be great.
I'm excited to see it as sealed in draft. I think that's just gonna be real interesting to see what people do.
Yeah.
And yeah, I can't wait to see the rest of the set before I make a final judgment on it. But so far, it's almost at a 10 out of 10 for me.
I don't think it'd be. I think it's a solid 7 out of 10.
I, know,
I like
yeah.
a lot of the cards, but I do not feel an urge to like go ham on it.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm probably about the same.
Okay, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for the rundown today.
Yeah.
We'll be
Spoilers.
back next week for more spoilers, talking stuff, maybe trying to go off the rail. Hopefully, we might next week is pre-release, right?
Next week is pre-release.
Maybe we might be able to do a box opening. I don't know. Yeah, don't quote me on
Ooh,
that.
don't quote me. Don't
don't
quote
quote
anyone
any of
on
us.
that. Yeah, don't
Yeah,
quote us on that.
Don't quote us on that at all. But maybe I don't know. We'd have to have a conversation on that one.
Yes.
But if we can, awesome. If not, it would probably release week.
Yeah.
So one of the two. But anyways, I've been Andrew.
I am happy.
And I'm Elijah.
And this has been the MTG Rundown. We'll be back next week, guys. You have a good one.
Later, homies.
Later.